know shamefully not that much about Thomas Edison. I know the basic facts, but I have to say I rather enjoyed The Wizard of Evergreen Terrace because it made me curious, it potentially taught me things. I say potentially because I have to take everything with a pinch of salt. But if you know anything that's factually inaccurate in this episode, please feel free to share that information. But generally, I'm assuming it's correct. Homer has decided that during his midlife crisis, he's going to have to be remembered for something. And as Edison is remembered as an inventor, Homer decides that he is going to be remembered as an inventor too. And throughout the episode, he keeps trying to invent all kinds of things. And that for me is where most of the fun is, wondering what he's going to invent next. Needless to say, a lot of the things either don't work properly, are very dangerous. There's a certain makeup application thing that I had a lot of fun watching. Some great dialogue around that point. Some of the inventions are actually pretty good ideas, and I think they're actually really interesting. And of course, the big question is, will he ever invent anything memorable? Anything that will put his name on the map as an inventor? And I'm not gonna spoil it by saying whether or not he does. But I really enjoyed the episode. As I said, it's quite educational. There are tidbits of information about Edison here and there. But again, I'm taking them with a pinch of salt unless anybody can confirm their factual accuracy. But I really enjoyed it. It's a really fun concept. It's got a really great execution. It wouldn't surprise me if it's based on truth. If it's based on a real person, one of the writers knew, who had had this midlife crisis and decided to try and invent something so that they would be remembered forever. I think that's a pretty sensible way to have a midlife crisis. But it is, doing something practical, doing something physical with your hands as well. There's a lot of mental health benefit to practical work. And I think we see a lot of this in Homer, although he does get quite wound up a lot when things don't seem to go his way. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. 8.1 out of 10 on IMDb, which is a pretty good score. The Wizard of Evergreen Terrace seems to be well received in general, and it's definitely one that I really liked.